Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, you can see right here basically nothing much has changed for the past couple of days. Basically the past week we have been in a very tight consolidation between the POC and the value area low. As you can see, we did actually break out of the POC, but after some very bearish news and with the dollar and the price of oil skyrocketing once again because of the Middle East Iran conflict, you can see right here, then we rejected back down to the value area low. And as of right now, we are just trading in between. But as you can see, we are bouncing multiple times from this level. And we are at the bottom of the range, and I do believe that we could potentially still get one last push higher to take out the highs and then maybe do a bearish retest of the 200 daily EMA. You can see last time we actually did front trend this level. So right now this level is sitting around 84,000. So if we measure it being front trend with like $3,000 to $4,000, you could say we could very well hit the monthly R3, which is gonna take us to exactly almost near the 200 daily EMA. And so potentially if we do front trend this level, it's gonna look something similar to how it looked back here. And then we are actually gonna start pushing lower. I do believe this is how this is gonna play out. I don't think right now it is very likely for us to break this range lower, even though the dollar is very strong and the price of oil are pushing even higher. But other than that, you can see right here, we are at the range lows, and I do believe we are due for one more push up. Of course, I could be wrong. Always do your own research, guys. This is just my outlook for the markets, not a financial advice. I could be wrong, but I don't believe with how markets work and that the market makers are gonna make it that easy for you to short the range bottom and then immediately start breaking down. I do believe, as I said, that we are still gonna push higher, maybe to 78, 79 or 80k for the best case bullish scenario, just below the 200 daily EMA. I do believe something like this is due to play out. For today, on the short term, you can see right here, we are pushing above the daily open and the daily pivot level. It is the weekend and it is also a holiday. Happy Easter if you're celebrating, but yesterday on Friday we did not get a New York market open, so the market will open in 2 days. So we do still have potentially some time for more sideways consolidation for Bitcoin. It is gonna take a while in my opinion, but as I said, I don't believe that this range could start breaking down. Of course, we could take out the low sitting at around 63k, but I don't believe we're gonna immediately fall right through 60k. I do believe that, as I said, we could still see one more leg up to the upside before actually rejecting and going lower. If we look at the open interest, you can see right now currently trading above VWAP for the day. Open interest is down, CVT is down, volume is very thin, very low volume. You can see basically nothing is happening right now, even though we are getting somewhat of a move. Liquidation heat map is looking very brutal. You can see both a lot of liquidity sitting on both sides. So as I said, I am expecting somewhat of a move like this, where we grab the liquidity lower and then we grab the liquidity higher, and basically more consolidation. I am expecting somewhat of an aggressive move, maybe even down to 65 or 64, 63k, and then I am expecting that aggressive move to 72 or maybe even above, to grab the liquidity. You can see it is sitting on both sides and price has just been consolidating in a very, very tight range right here. So expect a big move to happen anytime soon. Fear and Greed Index remaining at 29 right now, nothing new here. Spot ETFs also nothing new here. For the past week has been, you can see basically 2 days in the red and 3 days in the green, but the green days, they were quite low, only 9 million, 69 million here, 170 million, and the 2 days of outflows, they were above almost 200 million, so quite big of a difference. Long versus shorts ratio, you can see we have more buyers right now, so people are still bullish, which is good to see at the range lows. Overall on the major exchanges, as you can see, we have more buyers than sellers. And let's see if we have some news coming out next week. We do have some PMI data coming out on Monday. We also do have some data coming out on Tuesday. FOMC meeting on Wednesday, which is gonna be important, and PCE data on Thursday, CPI data on Friday. So basically next week is gonna be quite a big of a hit. Basically the whole week we have some very important news, so it's gonna be really, really interesting. And yeah, I do think that this will cover it for this quick weekend update, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.